Hey guys, welcome back to Divine Beauty Tarot. So for today's video, I have another pick a card reading for you. And this is for all of you singles out there. If you were wanting to know when you are going to meet the next person in your love life, or perhaps the one, this is going to be an in-depth look to see what kind of person this is, what are some personality traits, and just kind of what you can expect from this person that you would find attractive, or who you would end up being with. Okay, so we have three piles here today. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So if you guys need to, go ahead and pause the video to meditate on which pile you are being most drawn to. I am going to give a little disclaimer. I do apologize in advance there if you guys can hear in the background some noises, birds, peacocks. Those are in fact peacocks. I do unfortunately live in a complex that has peacocks. They just roam around here, and it is currently mating season. So they are constantly, you could just hear them pretty much. Like they're constantly trying to like call out to others and whatnot. And they just get startled really easily too. So if you do hear that a lot throughout this video, I do apologize. So go ahead and pause this video if you need to decide on which pile you are being most drawn to. Again, I do find the best way to get the most accurate reading for yourself is to really go based off of your intuition. So I find, kind of give yourself a minute, close your eyes, meditate, really think about what it is that you're looking for or what it is that you want answered. And as soon as you open your eyes, wherever your eyes automatically draw to, that will be your reading or your pile of selection for you. Okay. So again, these are general readings, so there are going to be multiple messages for multiple people. However, when I was shuffling through today, it seemed like we had some very distinct characteristics about people that came through. So I'm really curious to see how well this works out for you guys, for those of you who are single, and if you're dating, maybe this describes the person that you're currently dating, and seeing if this is going to bring about a really lasting relationship. So we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1, and I'm going to go ahead and move these guys off to the side. All right, so group 1, we are going to go ahead and lay out all of your cards, and we're going to take a look and see what we have. So let's start with your tarot cards. You guys have the Judgment card, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Okay. Let's take a look at your other oracle cards. These are the archetype cards. Now, what I love about these is that they're kind of like personality trait cards. So we're going to see what kind of personality this person has. Mediator. Okay. Healer. Love that. Don Juan. All right, so they're definitely going to be a smooth talker. All right, let's see, what else do we have? We have some astrological oracle cards. You guys have 2. So the first one is Mars. Okay, so some Mars energy. Aries. So they could definitely be an Aries or possess Aries in their chart. Okay, let's put those there for the side. All right, next we have your lover, romance angel oracle cards. Let your friends help you. Okay, we'll go through the messages at the end. Retreat. Keep an open mind. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? One card fell down. So these are from the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. We have Girl Talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, we have abundance. Let's see. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. And camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, making memories. Okay, let's see, for your Moonology Oracle card, we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. Okay. You have a true love reading Oracle card, dating. So definitely seems like you're going to be dating this person and possibly for a while. And last but not least, you guys have two lovers Oracle cards. So we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Ooh, and you guys have healer. I'm going to stick that right over there. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. All right, so for some of you guys, I'm definitely seeing, I love this message here because it seems to be indicating that, this new love interest could kind of cause you to, have this open mind. I feel like for some of you, I'm getting the sense that we may have gone through, or you guys may have gone through some tough times. If you're obviously single, that means that, your previous relationships obviously have not really worked out in the way that you've been hoping that they would. And the Five of Pentacles really seems to depict that there. It's a time, it shows that, times have been tough. They haven't necessarily been the easiest for you. For some reason, these relationships that maybe you've been in prior haven't necessarily been anything and everything that you've hoped for. I think there was definitely potential there, but obviously they just fell through. Something fell short, and it clearly didn't offer you what it was that you were looking for. Okay. And what I love about this, from what this person seems to be, it seems like they're going to offer you what it is exactly that you've been looking for. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups, which is all about, fulfillment, this strong, sense of, the cup runneth over, if you will. So like, they're going to offer you so, more, excuse me, they're going to offer you so much and that much more. That was really what I was trying to say. Oh, goodness. Okay. In the Judgment card, what I love about that is that it's kind of just like telling you that, the time has come, that, this is going to be a time where, this person really seems very fair. They, in a way, they have this healer attribute to them, so, they have passion to serve others, by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So I kind of am getting the sense that perhaps this could start off as a friendship. So for some of you guys, you may already know this person. They might have, been a friend for a minute, and there's somebody that you've always kind of relied on, or maybe that you've shared your troubles too, or maybe they've kind of seen who you are in these relationships and realize that you deserve so much better, and they wish that they can offer that to you. Okay. Because it seems like they understand, or they look at you in a way, that is like, gosh, I wish I could, show them how great they are. That's really kind of the sense that I'm getting. And what I love is that we have the Keep an Open Mind card here. So it tells you your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That is right there. If you've seen this person more so as a friend, or if they are a friend to you, obviously you're not going to look at them in a romantic way because you see them more so as your friend. But keep this open mind. If you've noticed that this person has always just kind of been there for you, they're always offering to, help you out, give you advice, or, they just are listening, they offer you that, shoulder to cry on, so to speak. Maybe it might be, a good time to perhaps look at them a little bit differently. Okay. And what's great over here is that they're also known as a mediator. So they're very good at negotiating fairness. Um, they have a good respect for both sides of an argument. So that means that they're able to take themselves out of a situation and really see from your side as well as theirs. Okay. And that's a really good, strong attribute for somebody to have. When you can have someone who can kind of take themselves out of the situation and really look at the bigger picture. I mean, isn't that what we all want? We all kind of wish that, our partners could be capable of, and even ourselves too, being fully capable of seeing the bigger picture rather than just focusing on, you know, if we think we're right or not. So that already seems to show that this is who this kind of person naturally is. And you've also got the Don Juan attribute. Now, to be honest, whenever I think of Don Juan, I can't help but just automatically think of just like a seducer, a womanizer, because that's what Don Juan is known as, right? However, I feel like with this, I'm focusing more so on the light attribute of this, that they spotlight your positive, seductive qualities. So if you notice that this friend, I'm going to keep saying friend because I'm definitely getting this friend vibe. If you notice that this person, this friend, has always just kind of like complimented you, in a way that makes you feel good about yourself, in a way that's not creepy, that's maybe just very playful, okay, in a way that makes you feel comfortable, but at the same time makes you feel good about yourself. That's just naturally who they are. And they're trying to show you and trying to tell you like, hey, I see you. I see you for who you are and how you want to be perceived. So I think in this sense, you guys do or maybe should consider giving this person a real chance, because I think you guys would be pleasantly surprised to learn, how much of a connection you actually really have and how happy they could actually truly make you. I know it's always difficult, to go from, a friendship to more than that, especially if you don't necessarily look at them in that element to begin with. But at the same time, it is definitely something that you want, to consider, because if you've known or if you feel that things just haven't really necessarily been going your way for a while, keep that open mind, okay? You guys also have the retreat card, which says it's time to disconnect from the world. So this might be a good time for you two to get to know each other, just you two forget about your phones, put them down, have a real conversation, get to know this other person, okay, on a deeper level. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to learn that you guys have more in common than you originally thought, okay? We also have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So again, I'm getting this strong friendship vibe that even though we've got, this saying that you can definitely talk to your friends to see like, what do they think? Are they seeing, this connection? Have your other girlfriends been telling you, hey, I think so-and-so really does like you. And are you just kind of like, no, they don't. We're just friends. You might want to listen to them, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. And it's funny, we also have girl talk. So, this time with friends, moving on. I get it. You're probably happily, single right now and you're just living in the moment, and it's okay. It's okay to have fun. I'm not getting this strong sense that you need to rush this in any way. Like I said, I think it would be a really good time for you guys to just kind of get to know each other a little bit more and just turn this friendship into something more, the more you get to know them, okay? Now, like I did mention, you guys do have the Aries and Mars card. Now, what's so funny is like, to me, this is just like strongly indicating that this could be an Aries, because Aries is ruled by Mars, okay? So, Aries are natural leaders. So this person is, to me, can be, indicating that even though if they're not necessarily an Aries, by nature, they could have, Aries energy. So they're just very, fiery, you know, they've got a very strong sense about themselves. Um, you know, they can be a little rash at times, you know, but they're also very dashing, forceful, and they're bold risk takers. So if you find that, you know, this friend of yours is, you know, a little bit, you know, like this go-getter, and he or she seems to be, you know, this natural born leader, someone who kind of just takes charge of the situation in all aspects, then, you know, again, this could be talking about this person in particular. So I would definitely kind of keep an eye on that. You know, for you guys, if you find this to be the case, okay. This person again, oh my goodness, I swear this Mercury retrograde still has me tongue tied. Like, I can't seem to escape that honestly, I'm so sorry if I'm like butchering some of this, so I do apologize. Anyway, what I was going to say was that Mars is very bold by nature, very headstrong, you know, knows what they want and they go for it. Okay. So I definitely see this person knowing that you are what they want and they are going to pursue you. They are going to go for it. Again, I don't see it being forcefully. I see it very naturally. Like they're going to want to get to know you. They're going to want to date. They're going to want to, you know, just give you this opportunity, you know, to get to see who they truly are and, you know, hopefully like them in doing so. Okay. All right. What else do we have? I feel like I've kind of hit on everything. I mean, the dating card here just again indicates that this person, I love this imagery here. It's like they're trying to like swoon you. So, you know, kind of like we talked about, like this with this Mars energy, like they're definitely going to try to get your attention. They're going to be the ones kind of moving this in this direction to get you to notice them for sure. But it's not going to be, like I said, in a forceful way or negative way. It's just going to be in a way of like, hey, notice me because I notice you and I really like you. So that seems to be what we've got going on, group one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please let me know if this resonated with you. I would love to hear, you know, if you do have a friend, you know, that, you know, you could possibly see turning into something more. That honestly would be so cool. And I find too, sometimes those do end up being really good, you know, lifelong relationships. And I love hearing those stories as like, yeah, we started off as friends first and it blossomed into more. So definitely let me know in the comment section if this did resonate with you. If you enjoyed this reading, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps my channel. And if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you to join this fam. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and move on to group two. All right. So group two, if you guys chose this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and lay out all of your cards, and then we're going to go ahead and look at what we have. So we are going to start with your tarot cards, and we will lay out everything else. So we have the Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, and Three of Wands upright. All right, let's take a look at our archetype cards. These are considered more like personality cards. So this might give us a little indication as to the person's personality. So the person that you could be dating next, their type personality. A father. Okay. So perhaps they have a talent, or not talent, I just read that. They have a nurturing nature about them, or they already could be a father. Okay. Poet. So expresses soul insight in symbolic language. So they're very good with their words, very poetic. And saboteur. So this is a little interesting because this is somebody who tends to kind of be like a self-sabotager. I know it's not even really a word, but somebody who self-sabotages themselves. And we're going to get into that, I think, a little bit more because that's really interesting that that came up. Let's take a look at your Moonology Oracle card. You have It's Time to Take Action, New Moon in Aries. All right. You guys have two astrological oracle cards. We have Virgo and Taurus. So they could either be a Virgo or a Taurus, or you could be a Virgo, they could be a Taurus, vice versa. You guys have three of the Romance Angel Oracle cards. Honeymoon. It is safe for you to love. Okay. And flirt. All right. So it's going to be a good time to flirt. Let's take a look at your other love oracle cards. This is from the Island Time Wellness deck. First card we have is Ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Okay. Next we have Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Okay. Next we have your true love reading card. This is the Garden. Okay, so we're going to get into that a little bit more. And then last but not least, you guys have two Lovers Oracle cards. The first is Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay. And close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Interesting. Okay. So group 2, this is very interesting. So we've definitely got some movement going on here. We've got the 8 of Wands, which talks about, forward movement, taking action. So it seems like this person definitely knows what it is that they want and they go for it. Or at least that's what's, indicating here. It seems like, when they've got a plan of action, they tend to go all in. And, but at the same time, it also seems like they definitely are very well aware of their situations, like they try to remain calm at all times. They seem to, be very wise in an aspect, because we've got the 3 of Wands here. This talks about somebody, who's ready and willing, to hang on what they have achieved in life. So, they are very focused. They're not impulsive. They take things really seriously, in all matters of their life, which is a good thing, because you want somebody who's grounded. And that's what this kind of, to me, shows me. Like, they're very grounded. They're very adamant about what it is that they're trying to work towards. Okay. Now, what's interesting is you also have the 2 of Wands, which is in the reverse. This talks about, perhaps being in a sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I just went blank, but almost kind of like, I completely blanked. So sorry. Just like almost like a sense of surprise, but like, they aren't too surprised, or not necessarily aren't too surprised, but they, don't allow themselves to get too caught off guard, if that makes sense, to where they're taken by surprise. That's really what I was trying to indicate. So sorry. And what I mean by that is because they are so, they've got this forward movement about them, and, they definitely seem to try to go after what it is that they want. There is a sense of this, I'm going to think things through so I can see every possible outcome and then know whether it's safe to go in this direction or not. Okay. Now, this is in a way a very, very good, quality of somebody, because they're very smart. They are very logical, right? However, the only negative aspect to this is that when they get caught up in their mindset, or when they get too caught up of the what ifs, they tend to kind of self-sabotage themselves, because once they focus on the what if, like if this works out negatively, they'll hone in on that instead of thinking that it's 100% going to work out every single time. They find that one what if, and they'll put their main focus on that. Okay. And that's what the saboteur represents. Okay. So that's why I find this interesting. And this really seems to clarify this for me, because they do kind of self-sabotage a lot. They're the type of person that is so even though they're very wise and they are very, in their own thoughts as to like what it is that they, want and try to go towards, they also they also seem as if though, they'll focus on little negative things at times, but it's more so about themselves. I don't really get the sense that it's necessarily about you or, the other person. It's almost like a little bit of an insecurity issue. And what's interesting is we also have the Virgo card. The Virgos by nature are very self-critical. They can be at times. Even though they're known as, the virgin, there's a very pure sense about them. It's not in any way a negative aspect as to like pointing out about others. However, they just tend to be overly critical about themselves. So that's just one thing to kind of keep in mind, because, that can kind of coincide with self-sabotage. If you're overly critical of yourself or of your qualities, you tend to limit yourself and not allow yourself to, reach your full potential. Okay. So that would be something to kind of keep in mind of with this person, as their only flaw, if you will. Now, keep in mind, we all have flaws. We all have things about us that we don't necessarily like, or that, do tend to maybe bug our partners or things like that. But, in this aspect, it doesn't seem to be like a main attribute, but this to me really explained this card a little bit more for me, because I was really surprised when I saw this come through, because you have somebody who's also really good with their words, and they're very nurturing. You've got the Father card and the Poet card. The Father card says talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So they're very much, that parental figure. Like they can, if they don't already have kids, if you ended up having children with this person, they would be an amazing father. They just have this natural nurture nature about them. Oh, a lot like a tongue twister. That they're somebody that you would want to have a family with, and the fact that they are so good with their words, that means that they're able to express to you how they feel. They're able to hold conversations in ways that maybe you haven't necessarily had before. Okay. So there's definitely a lot of positivity to this person. Okay. Now, you guys also have, let's see, we have the honeymoon card. So it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I'm definitely going to getting the sense that, this person is somebody that you can definitely, if you're not already dating them or know of them now, this is somebody that you're going to know here relatively soon. We've got the secret admirer card. So again, this could be somebody that likes you from afar. Maybe they haven't necessarily made themselves known to you yet, but I sense with the action card here that they are going to make the move, that they want to make themselves known to you. So they might hit you up in your DMs. They might, send you a text, an email, whatever, just to say, hey. Okay. There's definitely a lot of chemistry here. We've got this flirt card. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. So you guys definitely have this flirtiness. Like I said, they're really good with their words. So I think they're definitely going to hold your interest for sure. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I definitely like this indication here, because I feel like for you and for this person, maybe because you guys obviously are both single, coming together, I think this is a really good affirmation that you guys will find a safe space within each other, if that makes sense. Especially if you or they have come from, a bad relationship. If he is a father and perhaps he does have a baby mama, that can, leave some scars, and sometimes people don't necessarily feel ready to move on, depending on the length, obviously, of when the last relationship ended. This could be, perhaps an affirmation to them once they meet you or once they get to know you, that it is okay for them to open themselves up to you, and to receive the love in which you offer. Now, you guys also have the Garden card. Now, what I love about this card is this talks about, fruit, fruition. This talks about vitality, fertility. Not necessarily saying that you're going to have kids or anything like that, but it's like, think of your heart as your garden. If you water it, it'll grow. If you neglect it, you'll tend to get a little bit cynical. Okay. So just what I love about this is it seems to me that this person is very nurturing to you and to your needs. Okay. And I feel like they're going to help you grow into the person and into the relationship that you've ultimately been wanting or been seeking. Okay. So I definitely see that potential there, with that card. Okay. And then you guys do have that it's time to take action. So again, you've got two cards indicating action here that are just telling me that this person is definitely going to be making themselves known to you. Or even if you know who this person is based off of, the descriptions that have come through, maybe, could kind of make the first move and say hi, to get to know them or whatnot. So, keep those things in mind moving forward. Like when you're trying or when you see this person come about, know that it's definitely seems like a really good connection here. One of the things I forgot to mention here was the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords is a very positive card. It just means that it just might require a little bit of patience. So even though there's going to a lot of action taken or action cards being indicated to take, this just still tells you that this is going to be something new, something exciting, but it may just require a little bit of patience on your part, okay? I feel like this person could have came from a difficult relationship in the past. So for them to jump into something else, especially if there is a child involved, they're not going to just want to jump both, head first, and, if they don't know who you yet. Obviously there's going to be that flirting, there's going to be that get to knowing stage, but I think once they get to that comfortability with you, then I think it'll open the door to so much more, to where there will be that comfortability. You guys will definitely, I think, find what you have in common, and it'll definitely be a really good connection. So Group 2, that was your reading. Please let me know if this resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear it in the comment section down below. If you enjoy this, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It honestly truly helps my channel. If you are not subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe to help my channel grow. I would truly appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or if you have any suggestions for future videos, I would love to hear them in the comment section. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and we're going to move on to our final group. All right, so group 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is your reading. So we are going to go ahead and pull out your tarot cards, and then we are going to lay out everything else, and we'll go from there. So the first card we have, Justice, Queen of Pentacles, Death card, Six of Wands. Okay, let's take a look at your other cards. You have quite a few. So we're going to start with your archetype cards. Now, these are considered like personality trait cards that I would say would give us some indication as to who this person may be or what their personality is like. Child, Eternal. So let's see. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. ability to see things with fresh eyes. Okay, so they kind of have like a childlike youthfulness to them. Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So they've got some sensualness to them. Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're a virgin, guys. And Messiah, interesting. Serving humanity with humility. All right. Wow, they seem like a very, very nice person. All right, let's take a look at what else we have. So you guys have a Moonology Oracle card. We have new moon, a new start is coming. All right. Let's see. Your true love Oracle card. We have maturity. So I'm definitely getting the sense that this person is very mature, which is so funny because you also have, it almost seems a little conflicting, but we'll get into that. That's too funny. All right. You guys also have 3 astrological oracle cards. The first is the Sun, Pisces, Sagittarius. Okay, so this person could either be a Sagittarius or Pisces, or this could indicate that you are one and they are the other. Okay, or last but not least, they could have Sagittarius or Pisces in their chart. Okay, let's take a look. We also have 3 of the Romance Angel Oracle cards. The first is past life relationship. You have known each other before. Interesting. Okay. What else? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Ooh, I really like this. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right. Wow, you guys. We've got some good cards here. Let's see what else we got. So you guys have 2 of the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. We have, soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. Wow. Okay. And coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. Beautiful. And last but not least, you guys have 3 of the Lovers Oracle cards. We have romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So there's definitely a new romance coming. Oh my goodness, you guys have another passion card. How funny. Look at this, 2 passions. All right, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. All right, and we have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Well, you know, I would probably feel the same way, like a little impatient if I was being told there was going to be passions on top of passions. So I don't blame you guys if you're feeling a little impatient at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Group 3, you guys have really, really good cards here. I'm really excited for you guys to meet this person. So let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what we've got here. So we've got the Justice card, Queen of Pentacles, Death, and 6 of Wands. Now, I don't want you guys to freak out anytime you see the Death card. The Death card doesn't always mean actual physical death. It just usually means the ending of something. Something had to end in order for something new to begin, okay? So I'm definitely getting in the sense that, yes, there is going to be a new relationship coming your way for sure. This seems very inevitable, and this relationship is one definitely worth waiting for here. You guys have, obviously, from what the cards are indicating, you've known one another in a past life, possibly. So this relationship, it's like once you meet this person, there is going to be that instant connection, this instant magnetic pull to one another, because it's like as if though you've known each other, or somehow there's just this, like I said, you've known each other in a past life. There's somehow, some way, you feel this connection. And I love that, because that to me indicates such a strong, strong connection. You guys also have the Soulmates card. I love that too, because that kind of reminds me of like twin flame energy. So this could very well be your twin flame. So even if you have been through the ringer as far as like, you know, bad relationships in the past, knowing that this is the ultimate one that is coming your way, and it's definitely worth waiting for, should give you, some peace of mind that, that you are going to feel true love here. Okay. You've got the Justice card. This person is very fair-minded. They're not one to play games. They're not one to be fickle when it comes to their feelings. You've also got this maturity card. So again, this tells me that this person is very mature. They know what they want. They know how to go for it, and they know how to achieve it. You've got the Six of Wands here as well. That indicates to me that this person, succeeds at what they go after. They're very, like I said, we've got the maturity here. They're very strong-minded, but in a positive way. They're also very, loving, and just, they've got a big heart too. You've got the Messiah card. This tells me that not only are they driven, but they also think of others as well. They're not selfish. If you have been used to being with selfish people, you're going to finally feel a breath of fresh air here, because this person is anything but, okay? You've also have the Virgin card. Now, like I said earlier, this doesn't mean that they're necessarily a virgin. They very may well be. Small chance, but I doubt it. It just means that there's a pureness about them. Something about them to where you just feel like this is right, okay? This connection. And I also get this strong sense that they are going to make you feel like the goddess that you are. And if you're a male watching this, I feel like you're going to feel just that energy, like this just nurtured energy from your partner, that she or he is going to make you feel so loved, so appreciated for who you are, that it's going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced. Okay. Now, what's interesting too is I don't want to forget about this card here. So we have Child Eternal. Okay. So this talks about, the ability to see things with fresh eyes, determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. So even though that sounds, wonderful on the outside, in the sense of like, hey, they have a fresh perspective. They keep things interesting because, they've got like a free spirit. They don't allow themselves to get run down with, the toughness and things of life. The only small little thing that can be negative with this, but I'm not really seeing this majority here, but I don't want to ignore this either, is the shadow attribute to somebody like this is the inability to grow up and be responsible. I don't see that for them. I feel like they are very responsible. So even if, because all things are possible, even if that is a shadow attribute to them, okay, it is something that I get that they will mature with this relationship with you, because this relationship is that, like I said, of maturity. You guys both coming together, I think, are going to find what it is that you both want from one another, and it's just going to click naturally. I don't get this sense that there's going to be a lot of, demands or a lot of give and take. It's just going to feel very natural and fall into place. Okay. All right, so we also have the Sun card. Now, anytime the Sun card pops up, even in tarot, I just think of new beginnings. This can also indicate like fertility. Just a lot of positivity. So it's just a very positive card to have, in with this. With this spread. Now you also have Pisces and Sagittarius. So Pisces is a water element. Okay. Pisces can be they're very, forward thinkers. They are not ones to really go back and forth too much with things. It's kind of like they're, once they kind of have their mindset on something, they try to achieve it. Hence the Six of Wands and, that we've got there. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is also a very strong fire energy. Okay. Sagittarius as well. They're very pragmatic in knowing what it is that they want and going for it. So it's so funny that you've got these two, even though they are different, we've got some similarities with them as well. So that is definitely something to kind of keep on the lookout for. They know what it is that they ultimately want. That's kind of like their motto. I know. Okay. So they, take aim at something and again, they go for it. So definitely kind of keep this in mind. If you find that this person kind of, attributes to any of those qualities, this could be that person. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Oh, Queen of Pentacles. I've completely disregarded that. So the Queen of Pentacles, what I love about this is that this is just kind of this, again, mature energy, although it is considered more feminine energy. The Queen of Pentacles typically depicts having a strong sense of wealth. Also, just having a, what's the word I'm looking for? Being practical, being very at home with whom they are, very self-assured as well. So this person can, even though it could be male or female, depending on who this is meant for, they are very self-assured as to who they are, what they want, which again is a very attractive quality. Okay. They're also that sensuality. There's also this sense about them, like they're very comfortable in their own skin, hence this goddess attribute here too. So this could again tie in with that. So if this is speaking to like a female, she could be very self-assured, very confident in who she is and her sexuality. If this is a male, again, same type of thing, very self-assured, very comfortable with their sexuality and knowing what it is that they want in their partner. Okay, so that definitely seems to be the indication here for you guys. I think I hit upon everything for the most part, but yeah, group 3, you guys have a lot to look forward to. I'm really excited for you guys. It seems like you guys are definitely going to have a very passionate, mature, loving relationship coming your way. So please let me know if this resonated with you. And yeah, I would love to hear how it does. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give this video a like. It truly helps my channel. And if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of the growing family. And yeah, I will definitely see you guys in my next video. If you have any questions or you would like to see or any recommendations for future videos, please go ahead and leave those in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Okay, have a wonderful evening, night, day, wherever you are. And I will see you guys later. Bye.